Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Succulent Frenzy here, and today I am going to do a succulent leaf propagation video for you guys, and we're gonna harvest a lot of leaves from the succulent batch here and the ones that are inside. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and click the notification bell down below and share it to your families and friends, get them into a hobby of succulent growing and succulent fun. So let's get into this video. Okay, so here are the plants and the kinds of plants that I'm going to propagate for February 2021. So let's get started by taking one of the plants. So I'm going to go for a Pearl von Dornberg. And I'll put these aside so we have some space and you guys can see everything. So, just like so. Okie doke. So, a Pearl von Dornberg, right? So I'll take off the tag just in case it flicks something off. So how do you want to harvest the leaves is you just go, put your finger all the way in to the base of the plant, right there, like just all the way back, and twist it. Now if your plant is kind of loose like this, it's okay if you like hold the sides of the other leaves and just bend. See? So a perfect leaf propagation or a leaf cutting, you must have that the node is still there. It's either you pluck it clean like this, or you can get a knife and just cut it including with a little bit of the stem. It's fine as long it's still intact. It is still perfect right here. There we go. So that's one leaf, and I'm gonna harvest quite a bit here because I want to expand the collection. So I'm gonna take a few more leaves, see? There we go. Perfect cut. Let's take some of these. And then we'll look from the top, and it looks very clean and nice. And while you're doing this, you can always just get some tweezers or your fingers just to take the detritus out, just to take the finished leaves, the leaves that have rotten, the leaves that are rotting, and also dried leaves off from the base, so you could prevent it from, causing more rot to your plant and etc. So I'm going to put this aside, and the next little baby we're going to take is a Graptovaria blush. Isn't this Graptovaria blush gorgeous? Look at that. The pink in there is beautiful. And these are all its babies. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 little babies. And then this here is from the mommy stem right here. So if you don't like the legginess, you can always just chop it, like give it a good head chop over here somewhere. Let's say somewhere here is a good spot for you to do a head chop, and it'll branch out more. So now what I'm going to do is, instead of doing head chops, I'm just going to harvest some leaves from the base. So I'm just going to take the leaves, just collect some. I prefer to do it slower so you can always get a perfect peel for the leaf to come off. Just like so. There we go. Isn't it gorgeous? So put it aside. And the next ones we are going to harvest is Copper Sedum and Verahegan's cluster that I made right here. So I'm just going to take some of the leaves and harvest them to propagate. So I'm just going to take those. vegans, so I'm just gonna take those out as well. So these are the leaves, and then we're done. The next one is we're gonna do is this arrangement here with a sedum murinae or Graptosedum murinae. So we're just gonna harvest some of the leaves. Look at how many pups there is for this sedum murinae. There is a lot of pups. Let me just take this tag out. There we go. Look at all the pups. These are all the new little pups that is growing from the plant itself. There's one in the front here as well, if you can see there. So I'm just gonna harvest some of the leaves. I'm not gonna go crazy on it because it's a bit stretched out and I only have this too. Now what you want to be careful is you do not pluck the leaves that already have a little pup growing from it, because the pup is the one that is taking nutrients. Even though it's taking it from the stem, from the mother plant, it's also taking it from the leaf. So best I recommend is just to leave the leaves on when the pups are growing, and just harvest those that are no pups, so you could take them in a clean cut like this. Just harvest a few here and there. Now, as I say, if you do not like the legginess, you can always give it a good head chop and reset it in. But remember to callus it over, because you do not want to rot your plant because of the open wound. So I'm just going to take and harvest these leaves here, just like so. And there. Like so. And it's always a good time to, as I say, it's always a good time to clear up your succulents while you're doing this, because you want it to look beautiful, you want it to look nice. Isn't this scallop leaf kalanchoe so cute and beautiful? Like the stem has become woody right here. 1, 2, and 3. So this is done. We'll put that aside. We'll set that aside. Now it's time for this big arrangement right here. So the plant I'm going to harvest is this one, Graptopetalum peregriniense. So I'm just going to harvest some of its leaves, like so. Actually, no. I'm not going to harvest it because why is the leaves are too dry. Once the leaves are too dry, usually they will take a lower chance of giving you a pup. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take this plant out and pot it up in its own little pot to let it grow and absorb more water. So I'll do that in a bit. So I'll put this aside. Okay, and the next plant I'm going to harvest is obviously more of these varahegans. So I'm just going to take all those little leaves out from the bottom. And make sure you don't over harvest, which like you harvest all the way to the top here, because you want as much leaves as possible on your plant to absorb more sunlight instead of killing your plant with lack of leaves. So I'll put this aside. We are done with this. And the last but not least is this gorgeous Purple Delight, Graptopetalum Purple Delight. So I have a few pups growing already. Like it's all propagated by leaf. Like here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here is number 5. So I'm gonna take away the tag for now. Just slide it away like so, and just harvest some of its leaves. Now I like to pick the bottom ones as usual. Like so. And I always recommend when you look from the top, right? So you could see whether it's even or not. If it's not, you can always just take the leaves off to make it look symmetrical. So yeah, here it is. Isn't it beautiful? The purpleness in that, it's gorgeous. So I'll clear up these plants and put it back where it is, and I'm gonna show you guys how do I lay down my leaves to propagate. So here we have it. I done some head chops behind the scenes, you know, just to chop off it and also repot this little ghost plant here, or Graptopetalum peregriniense. So these two will be indoors for now because you want them to, you know, heal their broken roots and also heal the stem from the cuttings and everything, etc. So you want to let them in the dry soil. Don't water it for almost 2 weeks because that's the best timing for them to heal. And yeah, so here are the leaves in my little cute pot here. There's a lot of them, so I'm gonna arrange them. So I'm just gonna, these are for air propagation. I do love to use air propagations better because once they root quite quickly, and when they actually do and start to root and they start to throw off a little pup, let's say this little echeveria here, if it's growing something like this or slightly bigger, I will transfer them into a soil tray just to let them root down properly and get the nutrients in the soil. But for now, in this stage, I'm just gonna leave them in a dry area like this with a tissue underneath or kitchen towel, and just sprinkle them with slightly mist them with water to make sure this thing is moist enough for them to absorb water and not too dry like this. I didn't water them for like the previous ones. I didn't water them for almost like a week or two because there is some yellowing growing on here. So I'm just gonna pause the watering and just let them finish, you know, rooting. So here's some moonstones that I'm just gonna put aside. Here is a purple delight leaf. I'm just gonna put it all here. Provon Nornbirds. Like so, just arrange them, organize them properly. And yeah, don't forget to, you know, comment down below, like what is your favorite succulent, like the one that you like the most, because I want to see what you guys will provide and see the names of them as well. And which succulent is your favorite? So yeah, just comment it down below. Share with everyone. Right? Just gonna put all the leaves, organize it properly. And all these tinies, we're just gonna do that. So all these leaves, I'm not gonna water again for almost, I guess, a week or two, just to let them callus over and, you know, be in a safer side to let them propagate and stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this amazing leaf harvesting video in 2021 February. So here we go. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and click the notification bell down below and share it with your friends, families. Yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.